Hi YouTube, please give me a moment as I go live on Facebook. It'll be just 1 second, please. Hope you're doing well. Hi everybody, we should be live on Facebook. Hope you are doing well, hope you're having a great weekend. Sami Abu Saad here. I'm Director of Education at T3 Live. Welcome to our regular weekly videos on the market, as well as a few swing ideas for next week. It's pretty bright in the background, so I don't know how dark the image is, but it is what it is. I usually don't. If I take a video with the background, the windows in the background, then I have to do it early in the morning, and today it's already what? It's 8 a.m. so the sun is out. It's actually quite windy out there, and so it's you know, it's a bit I'm gonna take a walk, and I'm rethinking it as we speak. At any rate, hope you're having a good weekend so far. Let's go ahead and get started. First, a disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss today is for educational purposes only. Okay, so make sure you agree to that. Then we're going to talk about the market, and we'll talk about the swing ideas for next week that I have for you. If you find benefit in today's video, please be sure to hit the like button, and be sure to check out the links in the description below. First, the cues, the market. Cues or the SPY, it doesn't matter. Actually, the SPY, it does matter because the SPY is showing relative weakness to the cues. Cues is making, I think we made all-time highs on Friday and then came in a little bit. SPY is well below the all-time highs. Not well below, but you know, it's showing a little bit of relative weakness. The one that's showing a lot of relative weakness is the IWM. That's the Russell 2000. And it's the small cap. The small cap stocks actually lead the market, and they're showing a lot of relative weakness. In general, that's the first index to come in when the market is ready for a pullback. It's not the be-all, end-all, but just something to be aware of. XLF flattened out on the daily, so for 2020, as you can see, the financials are basically flat for the year. Semis are also showing a little bit of relative weakness. SMH below a flat 20. So my take on the market is it has slowed down for now. Now, the market remains bullish. Sure, we could pull back next week. You know, we could break under this bar's low, like under these bar's lows, and then pull back a little bit. Sure, that could happen. But the point is, market remains bullish, but in my opinion has slowed down. We're not going to continue to see the same incredible run-up that we've had the last 4 months. I think we're gonna see the market slow down, maybe come in a little bit, base. We'll see. We'll take it one day, 1 week at a time, but I don't think we're gonna keep running up the way we have the last 4 months or so since October. So that's my take on the market. For next week, I'm not too sure whether we're gonna get a pullback or not. Maybe we just go sideways. I'm not really too sure, because again, the IWM, which leads the market, is showing some slowing in the momentum. The Qs is still very, very strong, which is the Nasdaq 100. Very strong. The SPY, not as strong, but still pretty bullish. And the financials, the semis, are also slowing down a bit. So to me, I think next week we might see a bit of a pullback, maybe a sideways price action. But I don't, again, whatever it is, I don't think we're going to keep running up the way we have the last 4 months. Okay, so that's my take on the market. Nothing really too meaningful to be taken away from what I said, except for I believe we have a slowing in the momentum going on in the market. Okay, which is not to say bearish, but it's just a slowing in the momentum. In terms of Bitcoin, I don't even have the chart of Bitcoin up at the moment, but in terms of Bitcoin, it's just crossed $10,000. Good job, really pat yourself on the back if you took the play and held on. I told you target is about 13,000, and I don't see any reason why Bitcoin shouldn't get to 20. I have 1.5 coins. I wanted to add to it when I got in a few weeks ago, but I just didn't watch it closely. when you designate something as a long-term play, which I did when I did that video and I showed you Bitcoin live, showed you the position live. When you designate something long-term, when I do, I don't watch it that closely, and so I feel like I got the chance to add to Bitcoin, but I wasn't, but I didn't see it timed. I wasn't watching it closely, so it just went without me. I do have 1.5 coins, and they're doing really well, and my position is doing really well, and I hope we get to 13,000 next. Okay. With that said, let me show you some of the swing ideas for next week. Bullish stuff. I have a long watch list here. I'm not going to go over the entire watch list. I think what's most ready for Monday would be the ANAB as a breakout. This stock I played from 11 bucks or somewhere around 10 bucks, not 11, 10. And then I trailed out on this day. So this is when I trailed out. This red bar, the breakdown bar, was a really nice trade for like 3 months, 2 months maybe. But it does look higher still to me. Am I planning to take this on Monday? No, I'm not. Actually, I'm planning to take 3 positions, and if you're in the SST program, the Strategic Swing Trader, you can log on to your account and see which ones I will be taking, okay? So ANAB as a transition A on the daily chart, very similar to the ANAB is the HOME, but slightly better because we actually have a cleaner breakout over triple top. So if we can clear all of this, should be higher to about 7 bucks minimum. So actually probably to not 7, 8, the gap fill on home. So I like it. I like it more than I do the ANAB. TPH, I skipped the CDLX. CDLX is just a picture of power. Is a 1, 2, 3 on the CDLX. What's a 1, 2, 3? An igniting bar, a resting bar, and then a continuation bar if we get one on Monday. Sometimes the 1, 2, 3 pattern comes in with 2 resting bars. So for example, we get the initial resting bar, the igniting bar, resting bar, 2 doji bars, and then the explosion higher, the 4th bar. So in this case, we have at the moment we have 1, 2, and then if this triggers on Monday, it'll be a 1, 2, 3 play. It's called the 1, 2, 3 continuation play. So I like it a lot. Similar to the CDLX is the TPH. Actually, notice the TPH has 2 resting bars. So if this triggers on Monday, it'll be called a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so CDLX, TPH, very similar ideas. The CDLX is hitting all-time highs, so this doesn't have a target per se. You just trail it, and then I trail usually bar by bar. If I get 2 green after 2 green bars in a row, I start trailing bar by bar. The TPH does have a target, and it's off the monthly chart, right up here at 1850 or so. So that would be the target for the TPH. Okay, like both higher, and then there's more. As I said, this is the complete watch list. So we already went over the ANAB, CDLX, CERN. We didn't go over. This is a 1, 2, 3, but 1, 2, 3, 4. But CERN, I like it as a long-term trade. Look at the monthly, just beautiful. This was an earnings play on this day, so a few days ago. So like it higher as a long-term play. FTSV is a breakout. Looks good, looks alright as a breakout on the hourly chart. Daily looks higher. GLOP is like a climactic buy setup, but it's not quite ready. Home we went over. IRBT is a watch for a pullback for an hourly buy setup on the IRBT. Notice that pullback, and now we can get an hourly buy setup. IRBT. MGI could be a long-term play, just that monthly, putting in a higher low, down a lot from $18, $20 to $2. Could be a long-term play. I don't think it's ready. A new one is 1, 2, 3. So again, I don't have the greatest daily watch list, a bullish watch list, but I'm actually going to take 2 plays long on Monday if they trigger. 2 plays long, 1 play short. NVTA is a long-term play. We're in it already. I'm in it. It was an official play for the strategic swing traders over here. Long, stop right here. And then look at the explosion higher so far. But I'm not taking anything because the NVTA target is up here, 27, 28 bucks. 27.50 I think. Let's take a look. Yeah, 28.50, 28.75. So this is a monthly buy setup, and I'm playing it as a long-term play. You could look to, you know, play up here long, stop right here as a 1, 2, 3, but I'm not messing with it. I'm just keeping my position. Very, very nice play. If you're in the strategic swing trader and are in it, congratulations, really good job. I hope it gets to the real target, which is around 28 bucks, 29 bucks. And then there's more, you know, OMI is a daily buy setup. OPGN is a transition A. Usually, you know, when it explodes from $1.60 to $2.80, that's 100% rally. When it comes back down, the first buy setup, you have to pass on it. So these I'm not as serious about. That's why I didn't really include them with the initial watch list. You know, the plug is bullish. RAD is starting to turn up. Look at the weekly buy setup on RAD. Not bad. Weekly buy setup. SDC is actually a breakout on the daily chart. So this is not bad either. It's just the bar, the last bar is not small enough. It's pretty big, which makes for a large stop. But SDC is not too bad. TPH we talked about. TSCO is a monthly buy setup. Look at that beauty. I love the TSCO. TSCO, you wouldn't know it from the name, right? Tractor Supply Company is one of the best performing stocks of the decade. Did you know that? Of the last 10, 20 years? Look at this. From a penny stock, 80 cents, to 100 bucks in the last 20 years. But even just from 2008, 2009, was a $7, $8 stock. Now it's at 100. It's actually one of the best performing stocks, the S&P 500 stocks of the last decade. It's got a beautiful monthly buy setup. So I really do like the TSCO, Tractor Supply Company, higher as a long-term play. Could try it over the base right here with a stop under the red bars low, big stop. But I really, really like it as a long-term play. Okay, so I was just going to show you this first few items on the list because they're the most ready. But as you can see, I always have a long list. I don't have just a couple. For example, the bearish list, I have you know, a dozen more that I'm going to be watching. But these are the most ready. So I try not to overwhelm you with ideas. These are the most ready. CBay as a breakdown. Looks good. That's not a bad short. I like it. Under the base, stop above it. Of course, it's $1.50. So it's not a high price stock. But look, $1.50 going to 70 cents. How much is that? That's 100% gain to 75 cents. So it's still, the price of the stock doesn't matter. What matters is the liquidity, the pattern. That's what matters. And this is liquid enough. I mean, on this day, it did over 20 million shares, 22, 21 and a half. Now it's not doing as much volume, but it's still liquid enough. I like it short. G-log is a 1, 2, 3 on the daily chart. I like it when the 1, 2, 3 is at the bottom of the initial bar, right here, short, right, rather than in the middle of the bar. But it's not bad. G-log, IO is similar, is even better actually as a short. In my opinion, this is even better as a 1, 2, 3. The only issue with it is it took out Thursday's low, Thursday's bar's low. So it would have been better if it was an inside bar. Short, stop, and then just go on vacation. Kidding. Short, stop, target would be the prior pivot low. So no, actually we're already below this pivot. So it'd be around 320 or so on the IO short. And mobile, gap down a good amount on Friday, but didn't go anywhere. Usually when stocks gap, and it's a powerful gap like the mobile was, in my opinion, this was a powerful gap. It gapped under 1, 2, 3 months at least worth of trading. It gapped under all of this and didn't go anywhere. It should follow through on Monday, in my opinion, mobile. So that's what I'm looking for it to do, is to continue lower and for me to short it under 447 by 470. It's kind of like the, I think, FNKO. It didn't didn't go anywhere on Thursday. On Friday, it broke down. Kind of like Netgear, NTGR. Didn't go anywhere on the day it gapped on Thursday. On Friday, it continued lower. So the same here, mobile, looking for it to continue lower. SBH, 1, 2, 3, beautiful. Like it, short. And then has target 1 right here at 12 bucks. Target 2 is, well, it's the same, actually at 12 bucks. $12 would be the target on this. So it's got about $1.20. Last but not least is trip, is a sell setup. Don't trip, is a sell setup. Okay. Short under this red bar is low, stop above the highs. Okay, like it. I am taking only one short on Monday. I may take more, but you know, I like to put my orders in the system the day before. So tonight I'll put my orders in the system, and I am putting my orders in the system for one play. Okay, short and 2 plays long. All right, that will do it, I think. So as I said, I think in terms of the equities market, expect some slowdown over the coming weeks. That's what I'm actually going to be looking for. But I'll keep you posted. I'll update you on a weekly basis. If you're in the room with me, obviously, I'll do that every morning. I do that every morning before the open. And in terms of the swing plays, as I said, 2 longs, 1 short. Bitcoin is a beauty, looks higher still. So if you're in it, I would hang on to the position. I think it goes higher to $13,000. What else? Anything else? That's about it. So I hope you enjoy your weekend, the rest of your weekend. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please be sure to hit the like button. Also, check out the links in the description below. You can join me for the next 30 days. Try out the Strategic Swing Trader or the Strategic Day Trader. Day trading room or the Strategic Swing Trader, which is a swing newsletter, for just $49 for the next 30 days if you've never been a subscriber before. So feel free to take advantage of that, okay? And with that said, what do you think? Should I go for a walk or not? It's quite windy. That's what it looks like. So I was actually prepared to go for a walk, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna step out and take a look. All right, guys. With that said, I hope you have a great week next week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.